My name is David Soble, and I'm a real estate attorney here in Michigan. This question comes from Emilio out of Shelby Township, who asked, my wife and I are divorced in 2013. My wife was awarded the home in the divorce, and the divorce decree provided that she refinance my interest off the home within 2 years after the divorce. The divorce decree does not address if Emilio is responsible for maintaining the home, however. And then Emilio goes on to state that whenever the home does sell, he is entitled to 50% of the home's equity. And that's pretty good. In 2013 compared to now, the equity position's obviously gone up. Emilio goes on to say that his ex-wife, never paid on the mortgage, let alone go to refinance the home. And that he had to reinstate the mortgage so that she would not lose the home to foreclosure. And he also states that he ended up advancing monies or putting a new roof on the property after 3 years because the roof obviously had an issue. And this is 3 years after the divorce when he's not even living in the property. So now Emilio states that she is selling the home, and there is quite a bit of equity, as I stated earlier, and he wants to be able to get more than just the equity in the home. According to the divorce decree, he asked if he's entitled to receive more than just the 50% of the equity. He asked, am I not allowed to be reimbursed for the advances that I made on the repayment of her mortgage? Also, am I entitled to receive reimbursement for the repairs to the roof that I made on the home? All really good questions, Emilio. And this actually happens quite commonly after a divorce. I'm not a divorce attorney. Quite frankly, I see a lot of these issues post-divorce. So even though I'm not a divorce attorney, I'm often called on to determine how these assets should be distributed when it comes to real estate. And I'm getting involved with parties concerning these property disputes. Usually they relate to the home. And again, it's long after the divorce decree has been issued. So your problem, Emilio, is actually not uncommon, and I see it on a regular basis. So here's my take. The first thing I'm going to do and ask you for is to see the divorce decree. I want to first look to the divorce decree regarding any of the property settlement provisions to determine each party's responsibilities. If, as you say, your ex-spouse has complete responsibility and she's failed to refinance the property, has failed to maintain the roof or anything on the home, well, we have to make a distinction. We first have to look and see, did she maintain the mortgage payments? And if she hasn't, then what are the provisions of that divorce decree address? What does she have to do? If she's failed to keep the home in good condition, you can contest the amount of the proceeds that each party is entitled to. Both of those issues have to be determined. If it can't be resolved between the parties, it would have to go to court. So first, with regards to the roof, you should have all of your receipts for advancing payments on her behalf with regards to the roof. And then you should also have all your receipts that you paid to the bank to get the mortgage current. So the invoices, the bank statements, everything has to be accumulated, and you have to bring that in for us to take a look at. And I believe that you should be fully reimbursed for those advances made by you to reinstate the mortgage, since you really weren't required under the divorce decree to pay on that mortgage. That seems to be pretty straightforward. However, as for the roof, I believe that you will only be entitled to receive reimbursement for half of what you spent on the roof. And this is because the divorce decree, it doesn't address who's responsible for maintaining the home. And you are, as a co-owner, even though you haven't lived there, you're a co-owner, the court's giving you 50% of the equity, and since the sales price is usually directly related to the overall condition of the home, both you and your wife actually stand to benefit from the repairs or the roof's condition. And so it's mostly more than likely that you would only be entitled to half of the repair expenses, not the entire thing. And that's what equity does. That's called fairness. If you go in front of a judge, most likely that's how they will rule. And that's pretty much it, Emilio. And if for those people who are viewing, if you like this video, please care to share it with your friends and family. You can also leave me a review on what you liked about it. Also, feel free to write in comments on what other topics you'd like for us or myself to discuss. If you wish to ask or submit a legal question, we encourage you to do so. Just email us at team@provenresource.com. And if the question is something where we can help you and you want to put a phone number on there, we're also happy to address it and give you a call before we go on video to discuss it. And also, if you need any other information, feel free to give us a call. Contact me, David Soble, at 888-789-1715. Or you can go to provenresource.com and you can just write in on the web form there to reach out to us. Anyways, thanks for watching. Again, care to share the